and get back at it. Possibly stay out of the box a little bit.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you ran into Tim Schmidt of the Niagara Gazette. What do you do from the Niagara Gazette?
I'm a sports editor. I cover all the Sabres home games and the Bills games as well, and get to travel with the team usually during the playoffs, and get to come out here 41 nights a year. You can't beat that.
Oh yeah, free games and all that. So what's your most memorable moment about coming to the Sabres game so far?
You know, my most memorable, now I'm a Buffalo native. I'm from the city of Tonawanda, so I grew up on the Sabres. I'm a longtime Sabre fan, but my favorite moment actually was on the road. I was at the Ottawa game when Jason Pominville scored the goal in overtime, and to be honest, and I had to write a column in about 25 minutes because the game went over. It was in overtime, and that was probably my most exciting moment. I remember, actually, too, I'll tell you a funny story. The elevator, the Ottawa fans were so upset that night that they pulled the fire alarm, and so we couldn't use the elevator to get to the bottom. So a bunch of the writers and myself had to actually run down the stairs to get interviews. After the game, we're huffing and puffing, running down the stairs at the Corral Center, what was then now Scotiabank Center, and so got to talk to Jason right when he came off the ice.
Awesome. Yeah, they were probably pissed off. Now your real name is Grant, though, isn't it?
What's that?
Your real last name is Grant, though?
Yeah, Graham. No, stop it. I was on Channel 7 once on PM Buffalo with Linda Pellegrino, and she called me Tim Graham, who used to be the Buffalo News Sabres beat writer, right. And apparently she called me Tim Graham, and then it said on the screen Tim Graham, and now everyone in my newspaper has called me Tim Graham for about the last year. I'm sorry, what's your name again? Tim?
Bob Casey.
No, my name. That's what they would say, and they would say Tim Graham, right? And I'd say no, it's Tim Schmidt. But yeah, and Tim Graham's such a great guy too. It's not bad to be associated with one of the best beat writers the Sabres ever had. Yeah. I'm sending this out to him, by the way, so he could. I'm kissing up to him in the future, so he can get me a job at the Palm Beach Post, which is where he now is.
It'd be much easier just to change your name.
Yeah, it's a good point. Why didn't I think of that?
All right, Tim, thanks.
Sure, no problem. Let's go, Buffalo!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to the Zamboni Driver, and your name is?
Kevin Della Penta.
How long have you been doing this for the Sabres?
12 years.
Really? Awesome. Have you ever ran over anybody?
No. No.
Do you plan on it?
No. I got a horn.
Oh, cool. So what's your weirdest experience driving this for the Sabres?
They have the blimp that goes out there, and it drops these little parachute. And I've run over those. But other than that, that's it.
Well, cool. They didn't kill anybody yet.
Let's go, Buffalo.
We're going to try and go on a roll here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we run into Harry Neal, who likes to be referred to as Harry, though.
Well, by guys your age, because I'm old enough, I don't have to be called Mr. Neal by a youngster like yourself.
So, new announcing for the Sabres. How are you enjoying it?
Good. I've known Rick Jeanneret for a long time, and he's easy to work with, and we try not to make it sound like nuclear physics, so a couple of laughs a period won't hurt anyone, will it?
Oh, yeah. You guys are really enjoyable listening to. I have to laugh at some of your comments.
Well, I stole every one of them. I'd like to say some of them are original, but I found them somewhere.
Now, where are you originally from, Harry?
I was born in Sarnia, Ontario, and moved to Toronto when I was 10 when my father was transferred, so I really grew up in Toronto, went to high school and university there.
What do you like about Buffalo?
Well, I've lived here for 20 years. The real estate was a lot cheaper than in Detroit, where I was before that, and Toronto, where I might have gone. I've known Scotty Bowman and Don Lever and Marcel Dion and Darryl Sittler and Derek Smith and Terry Martin, and they all lived here, and when I took the job with Hockey Night Canada, I could have lived anywhere. So they all said, well, before you do anything, see what you can do over here, and so that was 20 years ago, a good decision.
Awesome. The rest is history, as they say. All right, I know you got a game to announce, so we'll let you go. Thanks again, Harry.
All right, anytime you're stuck for a guest, just give me a call. Let's go Buffalo, Bills, Sabres, and anybody else.
Let's go Buffalo!
Let's go Buffalo!
Hi, I'm Larry
Larry Quinn, and let's go Buffalo.